Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Great. On anyone up.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Eagles at 5-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Great.
They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play.
Chargers, first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Chargers, first down.
Let's go.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll check this one down to Hampton. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Going in motion left, that's Campbell. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Well, you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Great. Carlos, get him.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he takes him down to 40 with a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On first down, hits Hampton. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man, that's Campbell. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
39-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Set.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Ready.
On the give, this is Hampton. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Set.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Herbert. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
A first down carry for Barkley. There's the stiff arm. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1 yard line. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you're the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Herbert now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert. That's complete to Pearsall. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Herbert. It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Leonard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Wolf on now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run on 1st down. Ramsey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That one complete to McConkey. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Line. Let's go. Set.
Herbert back to the air. And he's got it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Set. Set.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Set.
In motion left, the tight end. On second and goal, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, there have been stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving one side or the other and hit him back.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 30 on second down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Herbert. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football, getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Go.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Hey, Kaplan. Lion. 21.
In motion right, Campbell.
Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Hampton will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Home troops right. Set. 80. Go.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. A solid stiff arm. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have moved down in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. And it looked like the operation got fouled up there. This ball was pushed to the right. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hampton. Takes it to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Catch made here by Campbell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Up the middle, it's Hampton. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. It's Ramsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
146 6 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Up the middle with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Second and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And That is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Cap. Let's go.
Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. We knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it in to any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that